guys, welcome home to Guitar Store, the online store with a personal touch. So today I have an interesting comparison lined up between the two most popular strats at the store, the vintage V6 MRTBG, this is a Thomas Blug signature series guitar, and of course the Fender Squier 50's classic white strat. Before we get into it, let's take a look at what is common between these two guitars. So both of them are SSS strats, which means they have 3 single coil pickups, 2 tone controls, 1 volume control, packed with a 5-way pickup selector, and they pretty much fall in the same category of being mid-range to intermediate level guitars, the Fender being slightly more expensive over the vintage, but both of these are designed to look and feel like guitars back from the 50s and 60s with a projection of a tone which is nearly authentic. We're going to be comparing them on 4 main bases, which is playability, design, material used, and of course pickups. So let's talk about playability. Apart from the fact that both of these are strats, there's a lot of difference with the neck profile on both of these guitars. With the Fender, we get a more modern 9.5-inch radius C-profile neck with maple on the fretboard, but the neck is lacquered, guys. But the flat profile really gives you better feel for those upper fret axis and the higher string axis as well. When it comes to playability with the V6, we have a more classic 7.5-inch radius neck profile, which is more of a U-shaped neck we got over here, so it can be a little more chunky, but the grip that you get is amazing because we have again a nice satin finish all across the neck, so the playability is very smooth on the back with the movement, and of course bending and sliding is more easier on the V6. When it comes to design, with the Fender, we get a strat that looks straight out from the 50s, guys, starting right here at the headstock with the authentic Fender headstock design, slightly bigger compared to the other 60s and the 70s strats you can find. They do come in multiple colors. We have the black and white classic, kind of like the Clapton's Blackie over here, but this is something that's going to be similar on all of the strats. You have a tinted maple neck, which is again finished in gloss. Like I said, even the neck is finished in gloss, so the entire guitar looks like you're actually holding something from the 50s. When it comes to design with the V6, we have a guitar that looks like it's been played all through the 50s, guys, till date, because we have a nice road-worn finish with the fluorescent pickguard, which makes the guitar look really funky. We have some really nice Wilkinson tuning heads, which look a little rusted. They have a slightly rusted feel as well to go with the entire feel of the guitar, which is road-worn. Coming down to the material and the wood specs used on this guitar, we have a nice pine body. Now, generally strats are made of alder, but back in the 50s it started off with pine, so Fenders maintained that authenticness with the material. And of course we have a maple neck as well as a maple fretboard. But here's the catch. You have unbranded tuning heads over here, but they do a fair job of keeping the guitar in tune. Of course you have a nice 6-pin bridge over here, again vintage design, guys. So looking at the material of the V6, it is a strat which is built more traditionally with an alder body. You have a hard rock maple neck, and you have a compensate for rosewood on the fretboard, which goes by the name of Lingam Rosa. Looks and feels like rosewood, has all the tonal characteristics, but obviously it's not exactly rosewood. And also, similarly to the Fender, we have a nice vintage design trem system over here. So let's check out the tones between both of these guitars, guys. I'm gonna play one single chord across all 5 positions. Let's take a look. So the Fender uses Alnico pickups, but they haven't really mentioned on whether it's Alnico 5. I'm guessing it's Alnico 3 based on the models, but again, They sound really great, very vintage tone, and they have a nice bright spank to the entire tone, guys. Regardless of whichever position you are, you get that Fender twang and the Fender spank. When it comes to tone with the V6, we have Wilkinson pickups on board, which are again designed to voice a nice vintage strat. The difference that you can feel with both these guitars, the Fender is obviously more brighter while the vintage is more warmer, more darker in sound. You can really feel each and every note sustain and resonate so freely, but still maintaining the entire twanginess and the quackiness of the single coils. So this has been our comparison with both of these strats, guys. Now my final takes on this will be, if you're someone who likes a really nice bright strat, you want that twang, you want the essence of maple, definitely look at the classic vibe because that's gonna get you there. It's gonna cut through any sort of a mix. With that said, if you want a really nice feeling strat and you don't really care about what's written on the headstock, definitely check out the V6 MRTBG because it's a brilliantly designed guitar, guys. The tone that it projects is warm, maintaining all the twanginess and the swankiness of a strat, but yet having its own little touch to the strat. So let us know what you feel in the comment section below, and if you like the videos that you see over here, make sure to just hit that subscribe button, and of course, as always, stay tuned.